What's up, guys? It's my trade recap for today. I ended up winning my trade today, profiting about $945. So here I'm just marking out like I always do. I had a bearish bias for the day. As you can see right here, I don't mark it out, but NQ takes out all-time highs while ES doesn't on like the high time frame, right? So I look at that like we're gonna get some couple retrace days to go fill in some higher time frame draws and imbalances before continuing move up, because overall I'm still bullish, but now maybe this week I might be a bit more bearish. And then going into the day, we also had an SMT right here. Pretty much since market open we had moved up, leaving some unfilled imbalances on the 1 hour and the 4 hour, which I used as a target. Right here you'll see I'm marking out 4 hour gap that I used as a draw on both. And here we'll get into my trade. We had news at 10, so I waited until after 10 to take a trade, and it actually came out pretty solid. And there was a good move pre-news that would have been fast and I would have been in and out, but I couldn't take it because it goes against my rules of trading before news at 10 o'clock. So here we are. You see it on the 1 minute, but that big box right there is a 5 minute fair value gap. We swept out the London high on NQ, not on ES, putting in another SMT. We then inversed a gap, a 5 minute gap on the 5 minute. So, and we still had all our draws on NQ, and we had only taken out one of our draws on ES. So I waited for news, and then off this rejection of the gap, the 5 minute one, I entered off the 1 minute inverse fair value gap, that mini one you see right above my entry. And here we're just going to be in this trade for a good little while. You'll see we were just going up and down till about 10:50. Then we started moving down. I was gonna hold all the way, but I had a haircut at 11:30 and I had to leave, so I did close my trade early because I don't want to leave a trade running while I'm not there to monitor it. Which is okay. I closed for a profit of like 950, 945. I don't know what the final PNL is, but it was a good day. One of my best days in a while, to be honest. And see right here at this point, I thought I was getting stopped. I was like, all right, after news, we don't know what happened, but market wanted to go down. We still had stuff to go down, so I wasn't like, I like to stay optimistic when I trade. Sometimes people think like market is going to go against them every single time, but like I always like to think whatever direction I'm trading in, market's going to just keep going in that direction, which is something I've worked on. Today was a bit frustrating, if I'm being quite honest, though. Like, not frustrating, more annoying. Annoying is the right term, because it's like when market's just moving like this, it's just not fun to be in a trade, So we would make moves down, and then we would make little moves up. It's like the classic higher high, higher low stuff, but sometimes it takes longer time, it's all right, it's chill, but it does get annoying when you're there live. Like you're in profit, and then you're in like loss, and then you're in profit again, and you're in loss. So it's like an annoying cycle because you just want to, because ideally when you're in a consolidation, you don't want to be in a trade, which I was, as you see right here. And here you'll see we move down, take out this first draw, which was London low. There I move my stop to the next high that's protected, and then again we take out this London low, Gonna make a little move back up, and this is what it is. Happy with the day, of course. A good psychology, first trade of the week. Close to passing this eval as well, which is nice. So I'm just gonna keep going from here. Overall, I think I'm about 800 away from passing. I need 3,000. I'm at like 2,200 right now. So 800-ish dollars more. I'm not really gonna try to force it. I'm just gonna make it come natural. And yeah, that's it. There's not much more to cover. Like, my final take profit was the what's it called? The Asia low on both pairs. And that little box you see at the bottom marked out, that was that 4-hour imbalance I marked out in the beginning. And like, I'm not sure what time it is, but right now, like in the recording, but we just continue in this little drawdown of consolidation. And like I said, I had a haircut, so I don't want to be just in this trade the whole time. So I was gonna close before I left, and it did end up hitting TP before I did leave, which was nice. Not the full TP, like an adjusted TP. So yeah, here was a bit nerve-wracking where it went all the way up, and then from here it was just rip work to the down, where this was nice as I was like kind of getting ready to leave. I was just letting this get ready as I'm letting this rip as I'm getting ready to go. Like, we go directly to that imbalance, especially after ES revisited it. I knew, okay, yeah, we're probably just gonna want to rip back down. It's just the thing with SMTs is, like, I only like to trade NQ, so when it's the lagger, even though it does move more, it's not guaranteed to hit the target, where the leading index normally will have the bigger move to the direction you want to go, or on this case, ES was the leading index, and it was just the leading index. But here you're gonna see now about, like it just showed on the screen, 1050. Just gonna rip down. There, I move stops to break even, and just let it rip. And then here's when I was getting ready to leave. It was about 11 o'clock now, and you'll see I start moving my take profit closer after kind of respecting this 4-hour gap. Even though it would have hit all the way, I just didn't want to let it rip I just wanted to be able to manage the position while I was gone. But here, and then the recording ends here, so all good.